Very good morning to you all, dear students. So we are going to start with the last topic under block 22. Okay, so the topic of our discussion for today is using animals for transport. Our aim for today is students will be able to evaluate arguments and evidence for and against using animals for transport. Resources needed is two heavy school bags, exit content book, and your notebook. So I hope you all have your school bag with you, okay, even though you are at home. So you please get ready with your school bag, okay. We are going to do some activities. The keywords for today is animal transport, okay. So I hope you all know what is animal transport. It means using animal for transportation. That is for carrying goods, for carrying human being as well. Alright, so we have also learned about the animal transport and the other type of vehicles in our last class. Alright, so today we will learn about whether it is right. Is it right to use animals for transport or not? Alright, so I'll read for you a battle story, okay, from your exit content book. So please listen carefully and you can even go through your textbook, okay. It's on the first page of block 22. Badal story. Alright, I am Badal. My master gave me this name when I came to live with him 3 years ago. I pulled my master beautiful carriage. You know what a carriage is, don't you? Well, it's a kind of car with wheels but without an engine. It is made of wood and has steps for people to climb into it and sit on the benches. My master takes the carriage to the beach every day. Men, women, and children love to ride on it as I take them along the beach. There are many others like me who pull carriage too, but they work for more than I do. Sometimes, when they are tired, their master beat them and with stick so that they move faster. My master is kind, he never beats me. At night, when we go back home, he rub oil on my tired legs and feed me well. At times I get tired too, but when I think of my master, I feel like doing his work. After all, this is the only way he earns money. He is old. If he didn't have me or this courage, he would have had no money to buy food. I don't like some of the children who come to ride the carriage. Sometimes they pull my tail, and that's hurt. Okay, those so this is a story about Badal, all right, and how he struggled and how he helped support his master, all right, to earn his livelihood, all right. So if you read, you will know more carefully, okay. So now, all right, as you have your school bag with you, so you just carry your school bag and you just walk for say 5 to 6 minutes or 5 to 6 not minute but 5 to 6 step, all right, in and around your compound or in and around your room. You just walk, carry your bag, and then go like up and down for 5 to 6 time or 5 to 6 step, all right. So after doing that, how did you feel carrying the bags? How did you feel carrying your heavy bags, heavy school bags? Okay, so all right, who is actually telling the story from the Badal story? Who is actually telling the story, and how do you know? Does the horse have to pull loads like the way you carry the bag, or does it have to pull a heavier load? What is similar between you and the animals carrying or pulling the load? And what is different between you and that animal carrying the load? So that is from the activities that we did, that is carrying your bag, and also from the story that you have just read. Alright, Badal story. Okay, so all these questions are from there. Alright, answer to that is that, see, we know that the story is about a horse. Okay, and who is telling its own story. Alright, so Badal is telling his own story, narrating his own story. Okay, Badal is a horse. So animals, they carry things and people on their backs, or they pull carts or carriages. We can choose to stop when we are tired, but animals may not be able to tell anyone that they are tired because they cannot speak like we do. Alright, for human being, if we are tired, we can always take rest, right? But for animals, even though they are tired, they are not able to say that, okay, that they are tired. Alright, so it will depend on how kind the owner is to give the animal some rest. Okay, so at the end of the day, it is totally depend on the owner whether they will let the animal take some rest or they will let them continue to work for the whole day. Okay, so the difference between using animal transport and not using animal transport is, in places, when we use animal transport is because there are some places, alright, where vehicles they cannot travel, like the desert, the mountain, the forest. Okay, and they does not need fuel, they don't need diesel, neither they need petrol or any other oil. Okay, not using animal transport, it leads to cruelty to animals. Alright, and they have to carry heavy loads. Those animals, they have to carry heavy loads. Okay, now moving on to our generalized discussion. Question here is, how do we use animals for transport? Should we use animals for carrying people and goods? Why not? So why do we use animals for transport? Should we use animals for carrying people and goods? Why not? Okay, so see, in some places, okay, it may be difficult to use motor vehicles like buses, car, anything. Okay, so or truck. So in some places it may be difficult to use motor vehicles, so we use animal transport. All right, many people, they earn their living by carrying goods and people on animals. Okay, so their life solely depend on animal. Okay, because that is how they get their livelihood. All right, so many people, like the horse master in the story Badal, they are kind to the animals. Okay, so some people may treat them cruelly. Okay, so it is important to understand how much load an animal can carry or pull, and for how long, so that it does not harm the animal. So that depends, that is the responsibility of the owner. Okay, the last question, which animal transports do you think are necessary, and which type of animal transport should be stopped? What, according to you, which animal transport do you think are necessary for us, and which type of animal transport should be stopped? Alright, so see, when animals, they are used to travel across different roads, regions like say desert, hills, mountains, and forests, it is actually very necessity. Alright, but horse carriage or tongas may not be necessary these days. Why? Because they are usually used for fun rides. Okay, they are usually used for fun rides. Alright, okay, so that's the end of our discussion for today. So what you have to do is you have to write the question on the board. Okay, actually, should animals be used for transport? So all of you, please write this question in your notebook. Okay, should animals be used for transport, and which animal transport can we avoid and why? So you have to give two reasons for your answer for these two. Okay, should animals be used for transport, And which animal transport should be avoided and why? And for today, you please do your practice question number 8. Okay, since you don't have worksheet, all right, you don't have to do worksheet for this. Okay, so practice question number 8 along with the given question is your homework. All right, so question number 8 is: imagine that you are traveling by bullock cart on a mud road. What would you see and hear on the way? So that is the question for today. Take care and have a good day.